the current management style is very lax. There's poor communication. I simply think that there is the complete lack of leadership. I frequently will hear that there's an open door policy. However, with an open door policy, I expect someone to be behind that door. I expect there to be the ability for open collaboration. There should be problem solving amongst, at the very least, the management team, if not the entire department. So when I talk about a different management style, that's really my focus. My focus is allowing open lines of communication so that everyone who has an idea brings it to the table and decisions are made holistically, not by one person or any one or two people. And those are the things, the big part of the way I see the management style lacking. The lack of the example being set. And I bring more proactivity to the department. I mean, I'm more of a proactive, I have more of a proactive approach to a lot of our issues. I'm not a big fan of sitting back and, waiting to see what happens. Flying by the seat of your pants isn't going to work. And, I'm afraid to say that's unfortunately how we've been operating the last few years, and to me that's unacceptable. Well, anyways, as a detective sergeant, I lead investigations. I also oversee the patrol division. And so my role as a supervisor and overseeing subordinates is to provide direction to them, to give them or promote to them the philosophies and the goals of the sheriff. One of the ways on how that department is to be managed according to the sheriff. Your department, this is you're to manage it. And I have yet to be to a staff meeting. I have no idea what the goals and the philosophies of the sheriff's department are.
So you would hold staff meetings?
Absolutely. We used to have staff meetings, and they were monthly staff meetings, and it was clear what the goals and philosophies were, and that was what was promoted to the troops, for lack of better terms. And that no longer exists. And what that creates is, a building of individuals. There's so much more to law enforcement on the patrol side than to be out driving around serving civil process papers and writing speeding tickets. They have an image that they need to keep. They should have philosophies that they need to provide to the public. It's so much more than traffic-related matters. It's more on the lines of a community policing effort is really what I'm getting at. They are the direct representative, the face of the sheriff's office.
You're talking about the patrol.
Yes, and they should have the direction to know what it is that we wish to promote, that what it is our goals and philosophies.
Like, what would be an example of a goal or a philosophy that you would convey?
Well, that maybe a particular area is getting hit with heavy with thefts or burglaries or car break-ins. They should know, one, that that's occurring. And they may not know that, and they don't know that now unless they're the specific person who's taken a number of those reports. In that example, and they should be able to, in the area they're working, stop, talk with folks, explain to them the trend, the current trend, or whatever in this analogy or this example, the thefts or burglaries in a particular area. Tell them this is what we're seeing. This is the how we're seeing it. The MO, and a simple community reminder. We're striving at doing this, that, or the other, and your role here keep an eye out for your neighbors. Well, it was a management staff meeting. So what that basically encompassed would be sergeant level and up, and the patrol and the jail were separate. There would be jail management, patrol management. Excuse me. And so there would be, well, it consists of 14 or so patrol, sheriff, chief, deputy, captain, lieutenants, and sergeants. And I've spoken to the sheriff about that, and his explanation has been that it was a cost-saving measure. It was to help eliminate some overtime. Well, the reality of it is there's only two people, or two sergeants that would not be already on duty. It'd be the midnight sergeant and the afternoon sergeant, and one lieutenant would be the midnight lieutenant. So three people.